Hello, it's Flair here, and I believe many of you have already heard or even seen that there is a different way to do the Beast 10 that includes a bit boss. Um, Basically, the bit boss was not in the team in the early times of the Beast 10 because people went on the fire and magic units because of the elemental advantage. So that kind of makes sense. But it turns out to be that the pit boss actually can survive and can actually also bring something to the team. A little bit similar to like Spitfire. And in my opinion, it might be even better than a Spitfire, at least in some way. So what does the pit boss do? Well, the first skill is not that important. Um, I'm not even using this 4 mana skill because I want all the mana to be on the Igniter and Flare Wolf. And then we have this charge skill, which is actually really nice. It creates attack down on the boss, it gives attack up on your other units in your team, and it also grants a drain that will heal those units. So that's really nice. And of course, it has little chance to decrease debuffs, but excuse me, buffs, but that's a minor thing. But basically, this is the team I'm running. Um, you can run anything instead of Flare Wolf, basically Ninjini or something like that. Many people are using Kaboom, and yeah, the flavor was not that important. And as you can see, my pit boss is actually 5-star, not awakened, and it's uh, 63 levels. So it's not the best you can have. So keep in mind that the pit boss could be a lot more stronger than what I have at the moment. So that's something to keep in mind. And also the Gulliver is not maxed out, and my um dead rights are pretty bad. The fire ones are at the moment max attack, defense, and HP, but for the pit boss, which is dead element, the talents or rights or whatever those are called, they are pretty bad at the moment because I went all in on the fire. So yeah, that's why. This Beast 10 is not yet 100%, but sometimes when I leave it on auto and come back see the results, I can see like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and sometimes it seems to be failing a lot, and it turns out to be 5 out of 10, but pretty much it's getting there, and it usually does something like 80%, 90%, or something like that. So more often I see 8 to 10 success runs than 5 to 10. So it's just a case of bad RNG because this boss, this weird. Sometimes it uses a wrong skill at first. It should blow hit on one of you guys. Sometimes it's just right on use the beam, and things can go wrong in so many ways. So the boss is really strange. I'm not sure if it's a bug or intended, but yeah, it acts like a little bit strange. And the other matter that I talked about my last video was the poor drop rates in the Beast 10, and somebody actually on Reddit posted calculated information. I believe it was something like you have, if I remember correctly, was it 3 or 4% chance to drop 6-star rune, or something like that. Might be 7, but the the biggest thing was that out of those 6-star runes, uh, they are almost all green or gray. It was something like 2% that is actually purple or legend, and something like 5 was blue or something like that. So that's pretty insane if you do like 1,000 runs and get like, I don't know, 70, 66-star runes, out of those, maybe one might be good, and the other are green or gray, or that should be that should be fixed. The gray runes should be removed from the B10 drop rates. So it doesn't make any sense. This is the top tier dungeon we are doing, and we get gray runes. If we manage to get at this point that we are able to do B10 auto, we don't have any use for gray runes. That's just strange design in my ears. So I don't know. Like example here, I drop 6-star gray rune. I will insta set it. I won't even look at stats because there's nothing I can use. The runes that I need at the moment needs to be better than gray. Green one is actually usable for me, but the gray one I don't see any idea. But yeah, as you can see, the team with this setup is running pretty nicely. I don't have a leader skill, and the pit boss is not at all done yet. It still needs several level ups, and it still needs to be awakened, and it needs to be 6-star and etc. So if you have a pit boss, I highly recommend you to at least try out this team. This is, in my opinion, it's really solid team. Spitfire, of course, works also, but for some reason, for me, the pit boss has been better, more solid. So you should test it out by yourself if you have these units. I'm sure you will have some great results. And I'm also sure there are a lot of other places you can use pit boss. I just haven't really been using it that much yet, but I'm sure there are a lot of other contents. And I'm also sure we will have one day some kind of PvE dungeon or something where air and death are actually the high elements, because that is one content we are still missing, and it seems to be a little bit unfair to the element system we have, that the one element just doesn't have any great place actually in the game. But yeah, that's about it, and thank you for watching this video, and I will be making more videos soon as some new content and stuff are coming, and I believe we are getting the guild battle system in somewhere near the future, maybe a week or two or something like that. They did release some kind of information which can be found on the news section here. But yeah, I will be making more videos at least then when the new content hits, or maybe even earlier. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.